It's on the... Ah! He made it! Oh my...
Hello everyone and welcome inside of Platt Arena. It is Preston Husband alongside Brady Gallo, and tonight we've got some more Crossroads League action here on the volleyball side of things. 2 teams and a big matchup here tonight in Platt Arena. Huntington on a little bit of a skid, playing a top 20 team in the country tonight. Brady, they'll have to bring their best.
Oh yeah, this is the first time this season Huntington has had consecutive losses, but I think the biggest question here tonight is how will this team respond? Backs up against the wall. They've done a really good job of defending their home floor here this season. They're 8-0. Let's see if they can get the job done here again tonight. And
before we get too far into our broadcast, we're going to kick it to the video board for tonight's entrance for the match between the Knights and the Foresters.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday, September 10th, 2025 at Mount Vernon University.
Great job there by some of our students here at FDN Sports. Bryce Garrett did an excellent job putting that together along with some other students here. He also put a graphic together last week for Olivia Cron, who's being recognized right now for picking up her 1,000th career dig at Mount Vernon last week. An awesome accomplishment for her. Went to high school just down the road at Homestead High School in Fort Wayne. We'll talk more about her in just a little bit, but this HU team, they are reeling a little bit, but they did play some tight matches. Despite being beat 3-0 at Mount Vernon, all of those sets were within 4 points. And then they go to Taylor. They win the first set on Saturday. They get beat in the second after having a good lead, then lose the next two. What do they need to do to get back on track here tonight and get a big win in their home gym?
Yeah, like you said, there's obviously some positives and negatives by losing by close scores. I think in both games, both teams had 20 points, so they were pretty close and tightly contested. Coach Herbert definitely emphasized the importance of finishing in those tight sets and avoiding those costly mistakes late. She mentioned a couple of missed blocks late in that Taylor game that ended up costing them a match. So just cleaning up those errors and making the big time plays when they matter later in the sets.
We'll see who comes up with those big-time plays. You see Maggie Holland, the last to be introduced there. She is off to a wonderful start as a freshman this year. Second on the team in kills, coming off a season-high 17 at Taylor University on Saturday. And we are just about set. This Marian team, they're kind of in a different territory. They've got a new head coach, Ryan Bowerman, in his first season, and he was just hired on May 30th, so he's not really been in charge for all that long. Prior to his coaching job here at Marian, he hasn't really been a head coach before. He's been an assistant role, associate head coach role, which you could say is pretty close to a head coach. But man, this is a big step for him now, coaching a top 20 team in the NAIA.
Oh yeah, he's got his group playing well, and he has inherited a pretty decent winning program. The Marian program has 20 wins in 7 of their past 10 seasons. So this is a program that is accustomed to winning, and he's done a great job coming in here, continuing that tradition. They have 10 wins to 3 losses this season, and he got his team in the ranking, ranked 16th so far.
Huntington right in the middle of the Crossroads League with Marian. IWU at the top, which they tend to be. They're coming off back-to-back national championships. MVNU is another top 20 team. They're 3-1. TU, which is Taylor's, 3-1. HU at 2-2. Marian at 2-2. Grace College 2-2. Then Bethel, Grace, and USF 1-3, 1-3, 0-4. So this is a big one for Huntington, kind of to stay at the top of the table, top of the conference. And it's been a tough schedule here recently, going to Mount Vernon, to Taylor, 3 top 25 teams in a row, but this would be such a big boost for their confidence. They've already beaten a lot of good teams this year, but this would be the best.
Oh yeah, this would be the first ranked win they have all season. But yeah, you're right. This is the gauntlet going against about 4 of the toughest teams you're going to play all year. You lose the first 2. This increases the importance of getting this win here tonight. But starting off 2-2 in the conference, all your goals are still on the table, so don't overreact. Get the job done and worry about tomorrow.
Lexa Zimmerman will get us started. Junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, went to Bishop Dwenger. This is Haley Cruz, who gets us started with a near kill saved on the back line by the Knights. So go back to work left side, and that falls in off the block. First kill of the night for Evie Dart.
So Marian getting active early. They have one of the best duo swingers in the league, or hitters, as you might want to say. So they're going to be dangerous. They're going to be racking up kills all night.
Ross quickly to Robrock, who goes off the top of the tape. It's picked up by Avery Toole. Right back to work goes Dart. Ross kept it alive, and a nice job by Meyer coming over and keeping the point back with the Foresters. Knights in transition, blocked by Leah Carter, and that has been the name of her game. Nearly 100 blocks in all 3 seasons prior to this one. She's doing it again tonight.
It's been a lot of fun to see the defensive improvement that the Foresters have put on throughout this season. They're getting better match by match, and Leah Carter certainly a big part of it.
Layla Myers found herself now in 4th place all time with digs for the Foresters after the last match at Taylor. All the way up to 1,762 digs, and Dart has the first 2 kills of the night. And that's maybe not someone, if you're a Forester fan, you think is going to have the big night. Only 30 kills coming in, but she's already got the first 2. She was an Indiana All-Star as a senior, so she can get it done.
Oh yeah, she's getting a lot of action here tonight. I expect to call her name more and more.
Robrock with a nice shot cross court, gets that one to roll in. Mason is the key factor for this roster, and she's brought it in her senior season. Every single major volleyball statistics, she is having a career year in.
Oh yeah, she's having a fantastic season, and with so much depth with this roster has, with Robrock having a fantastic night, if she can get going, we'll see how far this roster can take them.
Right side shot, it's off the blocks and down. That's Avery Toole from Rockford, Michigan, who gets one to drop in. 11 matches this year, 67 kills, make it 68 now. A good story over on the other side of things. Only 14 kills last year as a junior, so having a bounce back season in her senior campaign. Maya Cunningham, freshman from Zionsville, gets us going. One of the few setters on this team as Cruz goes off the blocks this time, gets it to drop in. She's led the team all year long in kills and has just looked like she's got her bounce back here in her last season.
Oh yeah, she's got a lot of oomph, as you would say, behind her swing so far this season, and she's really hitting her stride as we hit about the midway point in this season. Now she picks up an ace right there.
She is top 10 in the conference in service aces, having a phenomenal career, finishing up here as a Forester, coming into tonight, 140 career aces. She just added one more. Haley has her team on top, 4-3. This one is just long on the back line and evens it up 4-4.
I think some Forester fans thought that one hit the back line. Here to some oohs and ahs. We didn't have a great angle, but certainly a tough call for the line judge.
Feels like it's darker in here tonight.
I agree. I think
I don't know
maybe
if all the lights got turned back on after the hype video.
I don't know.
Or
I did notice that.
He's having a great career as a Marian Knight. Gets the serve going there, and there's our key player, Maggie Holland, gets her first kill, the freshman from Warsaw.
You mentioned in pregame, Maggie Holland has been so fantastic for this team so far. She had a career high 17 kills versus Taylor, and she has double-digit kills in her past 3 games. So she gets on the board right there, looking to get double digits for a 4th straight game.
Myers goes back row to Emma Lyons, and that's long on the shot by the Knights. Lyons was the one that received that, and she is a star player, AVCA, NAIA All-American in 2023-2024, back-to-back Crossroads League Libero of the Year. So she's a fun one to watch on the defensive side of the ball. Left side shot, and that one falls in as Ava Myers is going to get credited for an odd kill.
That's just one where you got to shake your head and let the point go up on the board. Definitely not what she intended to do right there. Could have been a free ball, but ends up falling harmlessly inside the lines for the Forrester point.
That was Chloe Cook with the heat, and now the Foresters getting it done all over defensively as Carter has her second kill, or second block, I should say.
So here we go, the first mini run of the game. It was back and forth to start here. Foresters seized a bit of momentum. Let's see if they can keep it here and extend the lead.
Ayers curls one over the top. Dryden receives. Left side, big swing again. Cook, who's having a nice year out of Muncie, Indiana. Holland, the freshman, has a good strike. Carter, a free ball, and puts it away.
And those are the opportunities that you're going to create with powerful swingers like Holland. Puts the energy into that one, creates the free ball. Carter capitalizes.
Coach Bowerman needs a timeout. We'll go ahead and take one with them. Huntington up 9-4 here, halfway through the first.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
It's a 9-4 early lead for the Foresters, kind of back and forth through those first 8 points. Now Huntington with a few straight and feeling good here at home where they've played excellent volleyball, still unscathed here at home, Brady, and it just feels like they've got that extra confidence in Platt Arena.
Yeah, such a privilege to play in such a great arena, Platt Arena, and they've done a great job defending it. 8-0, looking to move to 9-0.
Be a long shot from the 10-foot line. It's just barely tapped over there by Tyndall, blocked away by Carter, and Cook goes far side, and that was a tight call. Just on the line as it makes it 9-5.
Yeah, that was a close call right there. We're gonna get another look. Didn't get a great angle, but Cook definitely someone you don't want to get going. Cook and Dryden are one of the best swinging duos in the Crossroads. I want to get them hot.
Boyer, I should say, pushes one over off the blocks. Left side Cook again. That time it's too far out, and it's 10-5. You know, you talk about Cook and how good she's been this year with 139 kills now. She played at Muncie, which is a big volleyball club in Muncie, Indiana. She had 3 kills as a freshman, 3 kills as a sophomore, 6 kills total, Brady. She's had 12 matches this year of 6+ kills. She's kind of just been someone that waited out and found a way to become impactful after not playing much her first 2 college years. Dryden gets a free ball from Cruz right at the net. The Foresters have 3 blocks, and Leah Carter just a brick wall here early.
Yeah, nothing's getting past her. We talked about the importance of emphasizing defense, and Carter doing a fantastic job. She has 3 blocks so far tonight.
She's had as many as 6 in a game. She's off to a great start already with 3 in this first set. Cook push shot to Cruz, too close to the net. Ross tried tipping it over, and it was touched back by Wilkinson. It's 4 touches for the Foresters. Kind of gave one away there, make it 11-6.
Yeah, that one just a bit too far. I saw what Ross was trying to do, reach over, give her team a chance to just get a free ball. Don't want to give them a free point with it just floating over, but gonna be 4 hits, free point for the Knights.
The setter, Luddle, will get us going here as the Foresters are looking to add on, and Holland again just keeps hammering some of these points away, and it's a Forester point as Cook couldn't chase it down.
I don't want to say she's been a pleasant surprise, because I'm sure no one here is surprised by her production, but Maggie Holland has really just come in here and been dominant to start her Forester's career as a freshman.
Played at Warsaw, just about 45 minutes up the road. Is a phenomenal player there, but yeah, as you said, you can't imagine a freshman's going to come in and always make this big of impact. She's been their second best offensive weapon.
Oh yeah.
Ross to Carter, goes tall, but it's picked up by Lyons. Cook goes back row and spun it just in front of the line to make it 12-6.
It's a good call by the line judge. Very decisive, as we're going to see. Looks like it just snuck in there. Knights draw within 5.
12-7 now as the serve will be Lexa Zimmerman. She got us started. Outside hitter on this team. Diggs per set, almost 3, and she's been a good server with 12 aces, and that time Marian comes back with her own block, and it pulls them within 4.
Marian is one of the best serving teams in the Crossroads. Maya Cunningham tops the leaderboards at 4th in aces per set. So there are certainly some other players on this squad that can serve it.
Cruz tips it over. It finds the hands of Luddle. And now right side cross-court shot is out of play by Avery Toole. 13-8 Foresters. As always, we want to tell you, wherever you're watching from tonight, you can leave a comment in the YouTube chat. Brady and I would love to say hello. This is an all-student broadcast besides myself. And it is excellent. Got handheld cameras on the court for you tonight. A net cam will show you all the angles here on FDN Sports as the Foresters showing you some defensive prowess, but it's an easy tip shot for Wilkinson right back on HU's side.
Sort of delayed the inevitable right there. Able to keep it up, but knew at some point that was probably going to fall for a Marian point.
Wilkinson, a redshirt senior, went to Newcastle in high school, spent a year at Rider University, a Division I transfer. Got right around 70 kills on the year. Cross-court shot is blocked by Terry. Back to work go the Knights. Left side, off the blocks again. Myers there. Set up for Cruz, who goes cross-court, and that time, even the best libero in the league couldn't get a touch on that one.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Lyons is a tough player to sneak the ball past. She leads the Crossroads League in digs per set at 5.48 and is 4th in total digs, but has played the fewest matches out of anyone in the top 5, so there's definitely an argument to make. She is the best in the Crossroads League, or in competition with Layla Meyer for that spot.
Yep. Layla is 2nd in total digs and in digs per set. And Marian's Lions, like I mentioned, there's actually a Libero of the Year, and she has been at the last 2 seasons. She's also been a first teamer in this league. 691 digs last season. She's already got 6 matches of 20+ this year. That one's too far for Kennedy Urban. One of the few mistakes by the Foresters so far tonight. Pulls it back within 5, 15-10.
And that's really been their game at home, limiting the airs and forcing the other team to beat them. Something we don't see too often right there.
Cunningham, the freshman, waiting for Boyer to tie her shoe. Now the Zionsville native ready to go, playing in her 13th match this season as a freshman. She's had a fine start to her career over in Indy as Boyer goes high off the blocks. Marian will go in transition back to the Foresters. It's a tip shot picked up. Tyndall couldn't put it down, and Terry goes off the blocks for her first kill.
It's good to see Kennedy Urban setting up her teammates. Her and Ross have just been such a privilege to have as setters on this team. Urban in sync right there, able to set up the point.
Cruz, who's got 1 ace tonight, goes right to the hands of Lyons. Always sure on that back line. And again, the Foresters with another block. It looked like Allie Boyer got her hands on that one. What a showing by this Forester defense in this first set. This is a tough Marian attack.
Yeah, the play at the net has just been fantastic. And if this can be an identity of your team, Foresters are going to be a squad to look out for late in the season.
Tip shot, Terry almost got it to fall in, but Cunningham backed up. And another block for the Foresters. Evie Dart that time couldn't get it past Terry and Boyer. And because of that, it's another timeout. Right now, it's a block party in Platt Arena, and it's 18-10 Foresters when we come back.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, Your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
In Platt Arena, it is an 18-10 Forester lead over the number 16 team in the country, and so far 5 blocks already in this first set for the Foresters. As Haley Cruz continues to put pressure on with some good serves. That one a little long for the second service error of the night for HU. That brings Marian back within 7, and we'll see Corey Dryden check in. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen more of her, Brady, because last year as just as a freshman 2 years ago, 256 kills. Last year, 279, and it seems like she's barely been involved in the match tonight. Boyer with a big swing collects another kill. HU back up 8.
Yeah, to expand on Dryden, I agree. We haven't called her name too much. She's been fantastic this season. She's averaging about 3.19 kills per set. However, she has had a rough past 2 games with 18 errors and 17 kills on 101 attempts. So she's been struggling as of late, trying not to carry those struggles here into Platt Arena. We'll see. She's still got a lot of game left.
Now the service error is starting to pile up a little bit for the Foresters. Brady's got his own fan group watching. Elena Norton watching, and Mike Gallo, Brady's dad, checking in. Doesn't want to talk about the Reds-Cardinal series as if I have anything good to say about the Reds. Urban back to work to Holland, who goes off the blocks. Meyer keeps it alive. Urban looking to dump it over quick. Seen a lot of Urban tonight, not as much Ross here in this first set. Set left side, that's Cook, who's blocked again by Carter. And another chance for Chloe off the blocks, and that time just deflected it enough to get past Cruz.
Yeah, as you mentioned, seeing a lot of Urban out there on the floor. When Ross came back, it was predominantly her out there, and Urban would check in from time to time, but looks like that script's been flipped here tonight, at least so far in the first set.
Urban to Carter, again blocked by the Knights. They're starting to put up a wall against this Forester defense, and that was blocked again by Carter and Holland, but it was out of play. And Coach Kelsey Herber now wants a timeout as she feels Marian on the comeback. We'll just go ahead and keep it here for this minute break. You see that block? A couple Foresters thought that one in, but clearly out of play. Again, what a fantastic job by our student crew here tonight. Got 4 cameras total, I believe, really more than that with the net cam and the basketball cams if those are operating. But an excellent job as always by the behind the scenes folks. Everyone hears us, but I have no idea how to set up any of those cameras. Really hardly this audio box, and without them, we wouldn't be on air and everyone be able to watch this broadcast tonight.
Oh yeah, and this is, announcing is what I consider myself to be good at. You guys can be the judge of that, but I'm learning how to do all that stuff behind the scenes, setting up the cameras, and I am just totally clueless. So thank you to everyone on our crew who does that stuff that is totally foreign to me and just makes it look easy, and we're able to bring you such a quality broadcast because of them, so thank you.
FDN Sports, you can follow them on Instagram and Twitter, see a lot of the stuff that Bryce Garrett is posting throughout the matches, the games. We're getting closer and closer to basketball season as well. Those are some of our bigger broadcasts, and it's been fun. This is my 4th year now here at Huntington University, and the quality just continues to get better and better every single season. Back to play here. It's 19-14 Foresters. Urban close to the net, goes far side. Holland, who spins it off a blocker, and it seems like every time she gets a swing right now, she's connecting.
Yeah, don't have the exact numbers, but yeah, to your point, I feel like every single time she gets it, it goes down. She has been such a weapon for this Foresters team, and a great job by Urban putting it exactly where she wanted it.
Ross back in now to serve. Goes right to the hands of Chloe Cook, who gets it right back from Lyons. That was blocked by Carter with her right hand. Right side swing, a good one, and there's Layla showing some of that defensive specialty. And there it is again, 2 in a row, and that one by Cook just catches a piece of the line. And Layla is just all over the place this evening.
And Layla, that was one of her first digs this set. She really hasn't had to do much because the play at the net has just been so fantastic, hasn't had many opportunities.
As mentioned, she's 4th place all-time here at Huntington with Diggs. Has a chance at 3rd as Robrock gets in on the action. Huntington now 4 points away from taking set 1. But we were talking about this prior to the match. The records across Huntington University Volleyball, some of them seem untouchable. I mean, she's still 1,000 digs or more behind the leading digs in a career as Cron gets an ace. But man, she's been phenomenal for her 4 seasons.
Yeah, even though she most likely won't finish first on top of that list, definitely do not shortcome her career, as she has been one of the best defensive specialists that has ever come through Huntington University.
Chu trying to defend Cook, that time a little too hot for Ross to handle. Got a text from head women's basketball coach Darby Maggard, who's tuning in tonight. One of my favorite interviews for all of FDN Sports. She always brings the emotion, a little intensity. It's an excellent coach who's got a fun young team coming up here in just a few months.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to watching them play.
Robrock looking for 2 straight. It was a good swing. It's tapped over by the Knights. Huntington will go on the attack. Meyer sets up Cruz. It was kept in play by Luddle. May have been out of play if she let it go, and on the wrong side of the antenna, Toole goes out of play.
The Foresters have done a really good job maintaining that arm's length of points. They're up by 7, looking to close things out here and finish here in set number 1.
23-16. Layla Meyer, who's got 117 service aces in her 4th season, nearly collects another one, but it's just wide, and that pulls Marian back within 5.
It's a game of inches. I'm sure Forester fans were thinking Meyer was going to be able to finish the set at the service line, but 1 serve, 1 air.
23-17, so it's a 6-point lead still for HU. Here goes Cruz, who detonates, but there's Lyons, who gets her hands under it. Push shot finds Ross. Meyer will set up Robrock, and again, Lyons out of nowhere, but Robrock gets her 2nd kill.
The fact that Lyons was even able to get a hand underneath that ball just shows her defensive value. Even though it dropped for a point, what an effort, and what a play.
Lyons kind of coming back home in a way. She went to Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger as well. Talked about her being an All-American. Just a couple times you almost want to say, you know, that's down for a kill, and Lyons just comes out of nowhere and keeps it alive. Right now, Marian's trying to keep it alive. Urban goes on the floor. Meyer was looking to dump one over. And just a little bit of a miss hit gives Marian a point.
Came up a bit short, but good time to do it, up 6, only 1 point away from picking up the set 1 win.
That's what we see a lot from Lauren Ross, who's only got 4 kills this year at that setter position. Last year, 107. Oof. See if maybe she finds some of that aggressiveness at the setter spot. Urban to Cruz off the blocks. Lyons picks it up right at the net. It's pushed up and out of play on the long shot by Tyndall. And again, the Foresters take set 1 against a ranked opponent. And we'll take a break with them. 25-18, Huntington looking for their first ranked win of the season when we come back on FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Back in Platt Arena, Huntington victors in the first set, 25-18, and right now it looks like they're having to reset the scoreboard here in Platt Arena. Things not going maybe technically exactly how we want it to. It seems darker in here now. The scoreboard's not working. I'm not sure what's going on tonight, Brady.
It's a weird night for the electrical system here in Platt Arena. We'll just say that. But yeah, it definitely is darker. And what I want to mention is what a fantastic set for the Foresters. They really played well at the net, and if they can keep continuing to do that, then they'll find themselves with an even better advantage here in set number 2. And it does look pretty similar to the last time the Foresters beat the Marian Knights here in Platt Arena, which was on October 12th of 2022 when they swept the Knights 3-0. And at that time, Marian was ranked 15th. Right now, the Knights are ranked 16th, so not ruling it out. See if the Foresters can pick up these last 2 sets.
They say history repeats itself.
We'll
see if it does here tonight in Platt Arena. I want to say hello to Courtney Grimm, who is tuning in. She, former FDN Sports alum and now sports/news person in Fort Wayne. I'm blanking right now. I think it's channel 15.
I think you're right.
Okay, I think so you're right. Courtney might be joining us for some volleyball here in the near future as well. She wants to hop on a broadcast potentially.
That'd be cool.
Right side push shot into the net. That time going to Tyndall from Roanoke, Indiana, literally right down the road, 15 minutes. She did go to Homestead, but Roanoke a part of Huntington County. Nice to have her back in the area. Huntington's up 1-0 here in set 2. Cook rose way up that time, and that seemed to be the best time swing by Chloe Cook that we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, as you mentioned, her timing just been a tick off. Got one off perfectly on time right there. She has 6 kills, leads the entire game.
Server will be Emerson Evans, Carmel, Indiana native. Just one match as a freshman, 28 last year. Now she's starting to play more. That time Cruz gets the benefit of the blocks, pushing it over the top of the back row, and she's starting to stack up some kills here in this match.
That's a tough break for the Knights as it just hits off the fingertips of the blockers. Too tall and falls harmlessly behind the second line.
Cruz up to 3 kills. Robrock with 3 as well. Holland has 3, and Cruz tried adding 4. Had a free chance. Dryden's going to give HU another one, though. Braun, Ross right down the chute. Cruz, and that time she gets it to fall in.
So Cruz getting active here early on in set number 2. It feels like it was Maggie Holland who was making the majority of the plays in set 1, but Cruz looking to remind the folks, hey, I'm the kills leader. I'm here to make an impact.
Lauren Ross, who's now getting a longer run here as the setter. Lemire, always a dangerous server, goes right to the hands of Dryden. Swing from Cook is kept off the floor by Cruz. Ross puts one to Cron, who tries to get in on a kill, and it's just wide. Man, that was awfully close from Liv, who gets very few opportunities.
Yeah, Robrock, she wanted a tip. She was signaling to the line judge, but not going to get it. Yeah, as you mentioned, doesn't go for it too often, just a bit too far outside.
Ross sets up Robrock, and again, Mason just showing off some of that athleticism tonight, finding a way to get more power behind a couple of these swings off the feeds from Ross.
Robrock is really that third option offensively, if you want to call her that. She has been so fantastic and just one of the many weapons that this Forster squad has offensively.
Urban back to serve. It's 4-2 Foresters. They lead the match 1-0. That's a quick set and a touch shot. Pushed over. Boyer blocks it. A little miscommunication, and it falls in. And Boyer will get, I believe, a block counted towards her personal total.
Oh, so an interesting scoring right there. I'm sure Boyer's going to be happy with the block, but really just a miscommunication by the Knights.
5-2 Urban, second straight serve. Back row Lions. Dryden has to lift it up to Cook, who circles around, goes back row Cron. Forrester's on the prowl. Can't get it in past Luddle. And now a rolling shot on the back line. Urban again got the first one and the second, and Cruz just hits it a little too long.
That was a good volley right there. That was some of the defense that we have not yet seen from Marian. If they can keep the ball up, eliminate some of those cruise kills, they're going to be able to keep this game a lot closer.
Alexa Zimmerman again back to serve. Meyer receives. Cron gets it to Boyer, who hits a 10-foot shot. Easier dig there for Lions. Little sets up right side. Cruz out of nowhere with the block. Boyer, Urban, Cruz once more. She's blocked this time. Pushes it over the net. Thrown back by Wilkinson. Cruz again. Back row picked up by Zimmerman. Dump shot, not there for Littell. Luddle, I should say. Boyer tries pushing it off the blockers, and it's out. Now 5-4. Foresters ahead by 1.
Boyer just tried to sneak that one in to the right side of the court, but ends up hitting off the right side of her hand. Gonna go out of bounds.
So Zimmerman into the net that time. It's 6-4. I'm not doubting Coach Bowerman's decisions at all. I'm really not, because I don't know enough about the Marian Knights, or if maybe Dryden is dealing with some sort of injury, but they've had her in a defensive role tonight. She has not got a single swing off, and that is a massive weapon for the Knights. So got to think something's maybe going on with her. Of course, you don't want to assume that, but if your top 1 or 2 attacker on the team doesn't get a single swing in a game where you're 2-2 in the conference battling for a top spot, you can only maybe just guess something's going on.
It's been a bit of a head scratcher why she hasn't made such an impact on this game, at least offensively. Maybe we'll see her more set 2 or set 3.
Nice adjustment there for Evie Dart, who started the match with a kill. She's got another one now. And we're back to tied 6-6. It was just 5-2 Foresters. Lions, again, back-to-back service errors for Marian. Puts Huntington in front, 7-6.
And that's something the Foresters have been able to capitalize on a lot this season, especially at home. When the other team makes a service error, usually they're able to create some momentum, go on a little run, see if they're able to do that here.
Little pushes it, and that was just kept up again by Urban, that time off the shot from Dart. Long shot, Urban this time chases back. Ava Myers has to go get it. Holland gives Marian a free ball. Little blocked at the net. That time it was Bennett looking for a kill. And now Holland just finds the line to make it a 2-point advantage for HU.
Sneaks that one in, but again, Urban has just been on point with these serves here tonight. The last game I was on the call, she was just a tick off with her setups and with her assists, but here tonight, she is right on time.
And again, this time, Sade is blocked, and kind of a weird ball that spun into the net and back over on Marian's side falls in. And Maggie Holland, I think, shouldn't be right. I'm not sure who will get credit for that. Live scoring hasn't updated yet, but it's 9-6 Foresters. Left side shot this time, Dart. Urban to Holland. That time she's blocked by the Knights, and that brings Marian back within 2.
There goes our net camera. Thank you, Maggie Holland.
Yeah, it popped right off. So won't be able to give you that angle at the moment.
So it's going to be Maya Cunningham back to serve as we're working on potentially getting that net camera fixed. You never know when we're going to need to use that for a replay. We're going to have a stoppage of play. I believe we have someone on the way here from FDN Sports who's going to be able to fix that. Because as we have a stoppage of play. We have a 9-7 score here in Platt Arena as we are deliberating here on what we want to do.
They are coming from the other building. Are you okay with us ripping it off?
Okay, so we're back here. We're going to get the camera fixed for you as Jonathan, our team lead and producer tonight, ran all the way over.
Yeah, I was going to say, John, who I would assume ran all the way here across campus to fix that. John is probably one of the most valuable members of our crew here at FDN Sports.
Big reason why we can do a lot of these broadcasts and have a lot of these angles.
Oh, yeah. You may not know his name, but he is a massive reason why we have such a smooth operation here at Huntington. And he's trying to get this fixed for everyone.
Not only is this important for our broadcast and for the viewers at home, but the challenge system here in volleyball is also quite important to have this look as well. So it looks like he did get it fixed. I wasn't going to run out there because, again, I'm not exactly sure what to do. I'll be 1,000% honest with you. So John Peters, MVP, able to come over and fix it for us. Get a little workout in, get a little air time. Man, I mean, he got over here in seconds. That's not a super short run.
No, that's not a quick run, but he made it look quick.
Okay.
It looks like we're ready to resume play here.
Here we go. You never know what you'll see on FDN Sports. Right now it's 9-7. Huntington in front of the Marian Knights in set 2. HU's up in the match 1-0. Meyer, a little too close to the net. Holland just dumps one over. Left side shot is down for Evie Dart. She's really been a bright spot for these Knights tonight.
Yeah, as you mentioned in set 1, not necessarily someone that you would expect to have 4 kills at this point in the match, but she has really made an impact here tonight as she, as I mentioned, has 4 kills.
Maya Cunningham, freshman, continues, and again, HU just a little too close a couple of times on these receptions and these passes to Kennedy Urban. That's back-to-back mistakes by someone on the back row, just not receiving, not passing it clean enough, and it's really led to 2 free points.
Seen that a couple times by both teams, but that's what is going to happen when you have 2 of the best service teams in the Crossroads. It can be tough to have those receptions.
Right side shot blocked there as Tyndall was looking to get involved. Boyer this time goes to the hands of Lyons, who pops it up to a teammate. Left side shot into the net. I'm not sure that was touched by a Forrester. And either way, it's blocked by a Forrester this time to put them back in front, 10-9.
First time we've seen a block for a point here in set number 2. That was such a factor in the Foresters' win of set number 1. See if they can get back to that. That was so important, and that's really what has allowed them to be such a dangerous team at this point in the season.
Lauren Ross with a good serve, but just keeping that one off the floor was Zimmerman, and HU with back-to-back blocks has them up 11-9 now in the second set.
Yeah, Carter just makes such an impact right there at the net, especially tonight. She has a couple blocks as Ross is going to be back to serve.
Back to work go the Knights. It's a tip shot pushed over. Ross left side, Holland, and she squeezes it through the blockers. Now 12-9.
Got a little nervous there. She got close to the net camera, but doesn't end up knocking it down this time as Holland's going to pick up the kill.
12-9 Foresters in set 2. Back row Lions. Right side swinging again is Dart, who's been busy here in set 2. Holland just pushes it over. It's kept alive there by Maya Cunningham. Dart, second attempt. Here comes Meyer out of nowhere. And this is really just a long valley here with some strange plays, and it's still alive as Ross is able to pick it up. Robrock detonates and gets it to go. A momentum shifting point for the Foresters, back up 4.
Momentum shifting is the right word. I'm sure Coach Herber is extremely happy with that rally win, being able to battle through those long volleys and pick up a big-time point to put them up by 4.
We're gonna go ahead and take a break. Foresters grabbing a firm lead here in the second. It's 13-9 when we come back on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
in Platt Arena. Thank you guys for tuning in to FDN Sports tonight. It's Preston Husband, Brady Gallo, the rest of our FDN Sports crew. We had a fun first set. Huntington won 25-18 right now in somewhat of control, 13-9, a 4-point advantage, the biggest by either team here in set two. And right now, defensively, HU just blocking shots, keeping everything alive. And then when they do keep it alive, it seems like they're the ones scoring the points on the long rallies, and maybe some of that momentum's just in the air, because that time Ross catches the top of the net, drops it in for an ace.
Yeah, seems like it's contagious, and it is a lot easier as an athlete myself. It's a lot easier to play well when your teammates are playing well. It's easy to feed off that energy. It seems like that's the case here in Platt Arena for the Foresters.
Again, into the blockers by Dart. This time she snuck it through. It's 14-10 now. Dryden coming in, Cook joining her. It's like Dryden's into serve. A junior now from Indianapolis, Indiana. As mentioned, has not been in on the attacks. 672 career kills. All conference, or all Crossroads League freshman team, and all Crossroads League second team. Couple of her notable accomplishments in her young career. This is Cook, who's blocked again by Carter. She gets it back. Holland is set up by Carter. You rarely ever see that combo, but it's working tonight.
Love to see that, and the smiles are contagious for the Foresters as Holland comes back to the bench and is greeted by her teammates. The vibes are high.
You saw I forgot to bring my second call sheet tonight because I printed the same one out twice. I believe that's Leah Carter's only second assist of the season. Dryden goes free to Meyer, who goes to Carter, and it's blocked and out. That one was a little wonky as well, but it seems like everything's going HU's way right now.
Catching just about every single break that you can get, as that was kind of a funky play that maybe wouldn't normally go your way if you didn't have momentum, but HU's gonna get the point.
Right at the net, that's a big swing and out once more by the Knights. That time it was Bennett who was too strong out of Columbus, Indiana. And Huntington piling up this lead now 17-10.
Coach Bowerman letting his team play through this one, seeing if they can stop the bleeding here. Looks like he's gonna take one.
He's definitely thinking about it. Now he is. Cook into the net. Huntington up 8. We'll take one more break. Huntington trying to go up 2-0 in the match here on FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
18-10 Foresters, as they've been in a good run here right now. Senior Olivia Cron back to serve. Put this second set away. Cron serve goes to Dryden, and it's another ace for HU. That's Cron's second ace of the night. And again, right now, just everything going Huntington's way. 19-10 now, Foresters.
HU definitely came into this match hopefully expecting to win, but I don't know if they would have expected being up 9 here late in the second set, but they're gonna be only up 8 here after that point.
It looks like HU is in the net there. It's a free point for the Knights to pull them back within 8. It's 19-11. We'll try to get that score bug back up for you in just a minute. Emerson Evans, 5'9" junior setter, back in to serve. Service aces on the season coming in tonight. Ross dumps it over, and there it is. We talked about it. So aggressive last year from that setter position. Huntington could use a little more of that.
Yeah, you mentioned it, and she comes through right there. That is such a weapon in her arsenal that she hasn't necessarily used as much as she did last year, but uses it to her advantage right there and picks up the kill.
Meyer with a good serve to Corey Dryden on the back line. It's a left side shot, a nice one by Cook. Huntington keeps it alive with Cron. Cruz into the blockers. Has to reset. Robrock off balance. Cross court finds the hands of Tyndall. And now a shot from Cook that's well wide and out of play. Huntington up. Looked like 10, but they're going to say a touch. And I think Coach Kelsey Herber is probably making the right decision here. Her team said they did not touch it. She's going to trust her players, and we're going to go to a replay review of that last one. We'll go ahead and just keep it here while they run through this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I
No, go
agree,
ahead.
Preston. I'm not sure an HU player touched that one, but refs are going to take another look.
To me, it looked like that shot was so elevated that it would be hard to see how HU touched it. I just saw the first replay, and I don't think there was
maybe
touch.
it grazed the fingertips of the HU blockers, but
Yeah.
other than that, I'm not sure how this could be called a tip, as we're getting a look at it as what the refs are seeing, and from our vantage point, doesn't look like Forrester touched that one.
We'll go ahead and just wait and see what the final decision is. HU's either going to be up 8 or they're going to be up 10. And right now it's 20-12 after that call. They'll continue to run through some of those looks. See some of the fans here in Platt Arena enjoying some volleyball on a nice Wednesday night. HU will be back in action Saturday here at home. That's against one of the best teams in the country, the Indiana Wesleyan University Cougars. They are 4-0 in conference play. They are back-to-back national championship with the reigning National Player of the Year 2 years in a row and the National Setter of the Year 2 years in a row. So that'll be a tall task, but always fun to see I call them the Cougars, but the Wildcats coming into town and playing in Platt Arena. So we're just about to get our decision here from the referee, and I think it's one that Forrester fans are going to like because they did come to the conclusion there was no touch. As mentioned, it looked like it was just the ball was hit so high and it went so far out of play. I can't imagine how someone would have got a touch on it.
A great job by our team getting that replay and getting the angle, able to overturn that one. More and more, it's tough to overturn calls, especially when the call on the floor was that it was touched, but great job by our crew and great job by the refs getting that one right.
21-11, Meyer to Dryden. Left side Cook continues to get a lot of touches. Meyer to Cruz, cross court, Lyons scoops it up. Right side, back to work, that time not able to find the floor, Shade, and now Cruz off the blockers. Back row, Dryden alive. Cook, there's a good shot by her. She had a couple of opportunities in that rally. Got the last one to go.
Good to see Cook get back on the scoreboard. But I'm noticing Dryden is she's out there in the back row, and she really just has not had any opportunities to get a swing off. She is one of this team's leaders in kills this year and over the past 2 years.
Cron almost jumped up and touched the serve from Luddle, but it was well long. HU back up 10. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we don't get like injury reports at the NAIA level. Didn't have the chance to talk with Coach Bowerman before. You have classes all day, I have work, so it's hard to do that sometimes. But it's very interesting because she's obviously well enough to be out there and playing, just maybe not well enough to get up and hit some of these elevated balls that she's so used to doing. That time Cook had no problem. She's got 2 straight kills for Marian. Huntington still up 9, 22-13. Zimmerman, the Cron. Urban sets up Boyer, and that one falls in front of Lyons. HU back up 10. What a dominating performance here in set 2 so far.
Been impressive to say the least, and this is a great team. This is a great Marian team that they're going up against. May not look like it here in set number 2 as the Forcers are up by 10, but wouldn't it be something to go up 2 and have a chance to sweep here?
Cruz finds Dart. Luddle goes backside to Shade. It was blocked initially, and then the long tap shot from Wilkinson falls in. You know, Bowerman as well, he's got no assistant coaches. He's over here working solo.
Yeah, I was just going to say, working solo.
Keeping
He's
his own stats. I mean,
it's like Lightning McQueen. He's a one-man show.
the Lions over the top. Urban to Holland. It's blocked and falls in as Holland continues her strong night. She's leading the team with 8 kills now.
She has really stepped up and been the 1B option for this offense. I don't even want to say the second option. It's really Cruz and Holland 1A and 1B. As I mentioned, double digits in kills over the past 3 games, and she's 2 away from double digits here tonight. She has 8.
Myers, freshman from Greenwood, Indiana, nearly drops in an ace. Right side swing from the 10-foot line is well too long from Shade. And Huntington wins the second set, 25-14. They will look for a sweep against number 15, the Marian Knights, in just a few minutes when we come back on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
To me, Forester Camp is fellowship.
To me, Forester Camp is like engaging.
To me, Forester Camp was inspiring.
I hoped that I would be able to make more friends who have not really been around much.
How I describe this camp is pretty chill and like fun.
And it's fun too. It's something that like people can be engaged in and have a great time, but also still learn life lessons and lessons about the Bible, kind of see the world from a different perspective.
Fun every single day, and you meet a lot of new people. It's pretty judgment-free because everyone's all in the same boat.
You don't really have anything to lose by coming to the camp. I think a lot of people are scared to take that risk. I could promise you that you wouldn't be bored or not have a good time here.
Something only happens one time in the universe. It never happens exactly the same. So like, you better take your opportunity while you can.
Back in Platt Arena here for set number 3. It's a 2-0 advantage for the Foresters over the number 15 Marian University Knights. Give you a really quick stat recap of the first 2 sets. Chloe Cook is leading the Knights with 8 kills. Evie Dart has 6. Tyndall with 2. Wilkinson, Lyons, and Toole all with 1. Maggie Holland, the freshman, leading the way for HU with 8. Haley Cruz, Mason Robrock both have 5 apiece. Boyer and Carter with 2, and then Terry, Myers, and Ross each have 1. The setters for HU, Ross has 12 assists, 2 aces as well, and Kennedy Urban has added 4 assists. And of course, one of our favorite stats, how many digs does Layla Meyer have? Just 11 tonight. She hasn't had too much work because HU's got 11 total blocks, so it's been busy at the net rather than on the back row.
Yeah, it really hasn't had too many opportunities and hasn't had to do much. The play at the net has just been so elite. hopefully Foresters continue that here in set number 3 as they try to close it out.
Huddle goes to Dryden, who's now attacking, and imagine that. Your best player gets a chance, and she puts it away on the first shot.
1 for 1. I'm sure she's been waiting for that one. Her first opportunity close to the net, falls down for a kill.
Cook with the serve. Ross sets up Cruz, who goes off the blockers and down. She's trying to catch Holland right now as she's picked up her 6th kill.
The veteran presence of Cruz cannot be understated. She is such a phenomenal player for this Forester squad and dangerous on the outside, as we see right there. She picks up the kill for the first point of the 3rd set.
Layla Meyer with the serve. See if Dryden gets another chance. She will, but it's going to be an odd one. Falling backwards. Cruz looking for 2 straight. Now she's up to 7 kills. Back-to-back bombs by Cruz.
I'm sure no one wanted to get in the way of that one, as that one just falls straight down to the hardwood. Cruz is just fantastic when she gets in space and gets the ball where she wants it.
Meyer. Serve to the back row, and there's Dryden again. This time Huntington got enough on the block. Terry pushes it back row. Luddle, the setter, got a touch to it. Marian attacks. Huntington avoids, and Robrock into the net, ties it up 2-2.
Robrock not able to get that one to go, but a good set by Meyer. She's not usually one to pick up too many assists, but she set one up pretty good right there. Not going to get credit, though.
Meyer sets up Ross this time. Robrock with a tip shot. It is kept alive, and Dryden has to send a semi-free ball over. Ross looking to dump it in again. Luddle, that time, had a red. And that time, big swing by Avery Toole, who just had 1 kill coming into the 3rd set. She gets number 2 right here.
The Marian Knights take a lead for first time since early on in set number 1. See if they can capture some momentum and force this game to 4 sets.
Cruz again looking for a 3-for-3 start. She called for it again. Terry got it, and Marian's into the net to tie it up at 3. But unfortunate for Marian, because Terry hit that too far and was out of play, but it ties up the match.
Some of the breaks that we saw the Foresters getting early on in set number 2 seem to be capturing more of that momentum. See if they can go on a bit of a run, get that arm's length of points, close this out and pick up a sweep.
Lyons receives from Urban. Here's Dryden looking for her 2nd, and Urban had to stay in front of that fastball. Kept it alive as Boyer goes off the blocks. Luddle this time sets up Toole. Can't find the 4 this time. Meyer to Cruz, who's blocked and then pushes a free one back over. Marian will work as they push it again to Cruz, who shoves it back to the Knights. Dryden's 2nd attempt. Urban down to her right knee. Keeps it alive. Boyer rolls one to the back row, and Huntington gets a free chance. This would be an awesome, another big momentum point. That one too close to the net for Urban. Toole's 2nd chance is wide, and Huntington again wins a long, well-deserved point.
That's exactly what Coach Herbert wants to see, and she talked about this is what the Foresters didn't do on their road trip. Pick up these big-time points in those long rallies. Great job. See if they can use that point to capture some momentum.
4-3 now. Urban still serves. Right at the net, tip shot. Urban and Cruz couldn't get there, as that looked like it was Sarah Bennett who just tapped it in the perfect spot.
The Knights not looking to go easy. However, we have seen sets like set number 1 start off back and forth. Then one team goes on a run and takes the lead. See if things will stay close here.
Meyer, not the best reception there. Does keep it alive. It's free ball tipped over again, and that's starting to become a good shot. But what a performance again by this back row. That time, Urban and Meyer, and how about Cron this time? Boyer finds Lyons. Left side, Dryden is blocked at the net. That one falls in on the 3rd attempt by Bennett.
It's still a ton of positive to take away from that rally right there. Great job by Meyer pancaking that ball and keeping it alive. Coach Herbert certainly happy right there, as you can see her encouraging her players.
Meyer receives this one a little better. Urban goes to Boyer, goes to the back row, couldn't find the floor. And now a right side swing off balance, that time by Shade. Excuse me, that was actually Tyndall with the mistake, and it ties it up 5-5.
So here comes Holland for the first time in this set. Her presence has definitely been felt whenever she's been on the floor here tonight. See if she can get involved here now.
Haley Cruz, always with a big serve, gets us going here. Finds Lyons, maybe the wrong person to find. She's so solid. And Dryden, this time not with the heat, but with the touch shot, just tickles the back row to put her team ahead 6-5.
Maybe that was the play on the whole time. Save her for set number 3, where she has fresh arms, fresh legs. She's already got 2 kills here in set number 3.
Corey back to work now as it's 6-5. Foresters down by 1. Urban to Holland, who comes right back in the match, nearly collects another kill. Left side Cook. Meyer picks it up. Urban to Boyer, just able to adjust and keep it in play. And then a block by Terry, but now Marian keeps it alive, but it'll be 4 touches. So Terry, again, that time all alone in the center of the court, gets her team tied up.
Trevin Terry and Leah Carter, that duo has made such an impact for the Foresters here tonight at the net. The defense coming through right there for the point.
Another point maybe you don't expect the Foresters to come away with, and they do to tie it at 6s. And now a good swing on the left side. I believe that was Cook once more. Couldn't quite catch the number. It was kind of blocked here by the pole, but either way, it's 7-6. It's another tight call over on that far line. And Marian's using that to their advantage. When they've got good sets, that's the way they're going. Serve to Meyer, and she can't handle it. It's Emerson Evans with the ace. And it feels like for the first time tonight, Marian's up 2 points.
Yeah, I would believe for the first time tonight, they've had a 2-point lead. And a big time right there. When you take advantage of Meyer and pick up an ace, that can certainly be a momentum shifter.
Boyer keeps getting chances on this right side. It's scooped up by Emerson Evans. Huntington with the block. Now Holland off balance as it shoved back on the Forester side. Again, this time way too close to the antenna. And quickly, Coach Kelsey Herber needs a timeout. So it's the Knights with the momentum. Huntington still with the 2-0 lead. When we come back, we'll see if Huntington has a bounce back in them in set number 3.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Back in Platt Arena, 2-0 lead for the Foresters in the match. However, set number 3 going the Marian Knights' way. It's 9-6, and they're on a nice mini run here. They've started to incorporate Corey Dryden back into the attack, and that's been fairly beneficial for them. She's got a couple of kills here in set number 3 after really playing a defensive back row role in the first 2 sets, and it seems like she might just be the spark that they needed.
Yeah, her impact has definitely been felt here in set number 3. Really the only set of the match so far where Marian's had control.
Boyer this time gets it to go in front of Emerson Evans. Those two have been hitting it back and forth to one another, and this time Boyer just gets it in front of the junior, bring her team back within 2.
I really like the timeout right there by Coach Kelsey Herber. Has no interest in this match going more than 3 sets. So wants to get her team under control early to prevent this from getting out of hand.
Dryden gives a free ball to Robrock. Our handheld camera person, Elena, gets hit with the ball. Hey, you're in a dangerous spot over there right on the floor.
I'm surprised more balls don't head that way, but yeah, that one was a direct hit.
Thankfully, it looked to be just off the camera, so I think she's all right. Huntington, another free opportunity and a chance to tie it up with Holland, and she does just that off the blocks. More of Holland is always a good thing.
Oh yeah, so coming off the timeout, the Foresters have stormed right back in. It tied up 9-9. The impact of Coach Herber's timeout and her coaching is certainly being felt here.
Backside set, that one goes to Tyndall, and the Foresters are into the net. Maybe a little more sloppy here in set 3 as well that we've seen. That time it was Leah Carter who got her hands into the netting.
Haven't seen a ton of those whistles really by either team here tonight, but the majority from the Marian Knights. Foresters pick up a rare one right there.
Meyer gets it to Ross. Robrock runs on the left side this time. Dryden keeps it off the back row. Cook with some heat to Cruz. Ross, Carter, tip shot. Blocked initially by Wilkinson. And now Cook pushes it to Lauren Ross, who just shoves it over to Cruz. Holland with a 12-foot shot. Finds the hands of Lyons. The Knights looking to take another 2-point lead, and that one is just wide again. That was another tight call. These cross-court shots are so tough, but if you aren't super familiar with volleyball, which I wasn't until a few years ago when I started doing this, that is when the linesman on the opposite side of the court has to pick it up, and he did a good job there. Makes it 10-10.
The line judges have been busy, but they've been making majority of the right calls here.
Wilkinson gets in on the action, makes it 11-10. The Knights ahead by 1. Feels a little bit, Brady, like Huntington's just trying to hang on right now because they've not really been on a run here in this third set. Maybe that'll help them as Cook goes too long with the service error.
Yeah, I would agree. It feels like they're just sort of trying to stay in this one, not taking as much control as they have in the previous first 2 sets. But that is hard to do when the other team has as much momentum as Marian does. And they're certainly hungry. They don't want to go on the road and get swept as a ranked team.
Little to Dryden again, who just goes right through the blockers. Had 0 kills in the first 2 sets. I believe she's already got 3 now in number 3. And who knows, by the end of the night, she might catch Cook with her 9, who's leading the team. Another service error, this time by Lyons. Those are really hurt Marian, especially here when they've had that momentum. Kind of just takes the air out of the arena for the Knights.
But those are killers, and like you say, yeah, taking the air out, and that's especially hard as a bench and as a team to really rally behind that because you can't capture some of that momentum that they were hoping to get right there.
Both teams with 5 service errors and another swing right down the middle by Sarah Bennett, who's starting to come on here late in this match. Just perfectly to the right of Olivia Cron, who couldn't get a hand on it.
So back and forth here, sort of towards the middle here of set number 3. Let's see which team is going to have the toughness to go on a run here and take set number 3.
Urban to Cruz. Back row shot, Tyndall keeps it in. And what a play by the Knights. Urban goes to Cruz again. It's tapped over. Cunningham, Lyons, Dryden again through the blocks, explodes and puts her team up 2.
And the Marian Knights fans letting their presence be known here as the Foresters have converted on some of those momentum swinging plays as the Knights get one right there. See if they can go on a run. They're up by 2. See if they can extend that lead.
Meyer to Kennedy Urban, and again, this time a block, and Coach Kelsey Herber needs a timeout as Marian is feeling it right now, up 15-12. When we come back, Huntington's got some work to do in the third set.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
15-12, Marian Knights in front here, set number 3. Huntington up 2-0 in the match, but the Knights have all momentum right now. They've got the serve with Maya Cunningham, the freshman, who goes to Layla Meyer, flies it high up in the air. Right side swing, Cruz, Dryden blocks, Urban able to sprint back, and then again, Dryden just tips it right back at the Foresters. And if there's one player who can completely flip a match on its head for the Knights, it's Dryden, who was not playing this role in those first 2 sets.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what this match would look like if she was playing closer to the net in the first 2 sets. She has made a huge impact and is a big reason why the Knights find themselves up 3 here.
I also wonder what it'd look like if Marian didn't have 3 or 4 service errors in this set. They could be up 7, 8 points. Cruz spins one over the top, nearly has an ace. Dryden, push shot, and that time Urban got a hand on it and pancaked it to keep it alive. And then the Foresters turn it back with a Holland block.
Kennedy Urban has had such an impact on the defensive side of the ball tonight. She has had a couple crucial digs and has a huge defensive play, pancaking that one, keeping it alive, and the Foresters come away with the point.
Now a free ball, and Terry puts it away.
So just like that, HU has captured the momentum. They're within 1. See if they can tie things up right here and maybe force a timeout.
Haley Cruz ace would blow the roof off this place. She's nearly got it. Dryden, it'll at least create a free ball. Meyer, Urban for the tie. Holland tips it over and out. Couldn't quite get that connection right. Puts Marian back in front, 17-15.
Gosh, you would have loved to tie it right there. With all the momentum, you could feel that sort of building here in Platt Arena. Regardless, only down 2, still very much in reach here for HU.
Dryden will serve now. Cruz receives to Urban. Boyer falling backwards, goes to the back row. Cunningham cleans it up. And right side off the blocks goes Tyndall. HU has a swing with Holland, who pushes it just out of play again.
Back-to-back airs for Holland, not something HU is used to seeing. She's usually very reliable over there, but just a couple mistakes.
She knows it too. You can tell across the court. We're used to seeing Holland go really with the fastball. She doesn't oftentimes hit the changeup a whole lot. Throw it in there, but you know, she's learning. She's a freshman. She's having an incredible season and a good match again tonight. I'm sure she'll get another chance. This time it's Terry who gets it to go. Trev and Terry is someone who doesn't get a ton of opportunities, and if she's your 4th, 5th option, she's hitting almost 300 on the year, and you know, approaching again that 100 kill season. She had 216 as a freshman, 198 last year. She's a good option for you right in the center of the court. Cook gets up. Cruz kept it alive off the hands of Holland. Urban sends a free ball over. Knights trying to go back up 3 with Cook. It's blocked. Ava Myers keeps it alive. And now Holland goes with the speed, and that time it's blocked out of play. Oh, they're going to say it wasn't touched by the Knights.
Oh.
It's a close one. We can't.
Holland seemed like she knew it right away.
It's one you'd like to see again, but I don't know. From the net cam, it's kind of tough to see because it's on the opposite side. I don't know. 19-16. Evans. Goes back row, Meyer, Urban to Carter, and now this one's been overturned. That was a clear one there. Sometimes it happens, it's hard.
Coach Herbert threw up that C signaling a challenge extremely fast. She knew that one was in. I'm sure a lot of people here in Platt Arena did as well, but those line judges, they're human. make mistakes.
It should be 19-17. Foresters down 2, and it is now with Lauren Ross serving. So a couple of interesting calls the last 2 times around. At the net, a little miss hit there, and some timing was off as Holland goes back to work, spins one over the net. That time Cook was there. She comes right back down the chute, hits it a little too long, and Huntington back within 1. I feel like we've seen this movie a few times tonight.
Oh yeah, Coach Herbert trying to fire up her group here, as it would be such an advantage to tie things up, as we're gonna get a timeout by Marian.
Coach Bowerman takes a timeout, his team up 1. When we come back, Huntington trying to come all the way back on FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Back in Platt Arena, just about 20 seconds left in the timeout. And Huntington has really had to claw back and forth in this 3rd set. And the energy plays, again, there's just been a few of them that you could put a star next to. 13-9 in the 2nd set when they had a long rally. It looked like they were going to lose the point. They won that one. 16-14 here in this 3rd set, and now it's 19-18, trying to come all the way back. Now they got to get over the hump, Brady.
Yeah, in a set where they really haven't had much momentum, to only be down 1 is so impressive. Marian trying to not let this one slip away from them.
Ross Meyer, Robrock for the tie, is blocked, and it's out of play. And the top official didn't see it. The line judge said out. And Coach Bowerman wants to take a second look. These ones always become tough on the line calls because you have to have the perfect angle. So we'll go ahead and let the official take a look at it. We'll just go ahead and keep it here, Brady, as well. So this is a massive point here in set 3. Yes. Huntington's either going to be tied or Marian's going to be up 2.
From my vantage point, it did look like it may have snuck inside for the Knights, as that's not the angle right there.
I think this one's going to get overturned as well, Brady. We'll see.
We're going to look at what the line judges are looking at.
Yeah, that looks pretty clearly like it's in. So that will put Marian up 2, and it'll be 20-18 Knights. And we will await to see the official decision, but to me, that looks pretty clear that it's going to be the Knights' point. Huntington will be down 2. And that is the decision made, so Huntington will again have to claw back from down 2 points. Here's the look we were seeing. Blocked and just barely catches the line. That's why we have the replay system, one of the few schools in the Crossroads League that does it.
And you can see how it changes the game right there. That's a massive point, giving Marian a momentum swing.
Little goes back row Meyer. Ross to bring it back within 1, and Holland just has that it factor. Every time Huntington needs a point, Maggie seems to be there to put him back within reach.
Coach Herbert talked about after the road trip the importance of coming up with those big plays late in sets, and that's one right there. Big time play by Maggie Holland.
Olivia Cron, who has a few aces tonight, goes to the hands of Corey Dryden. Haven't seen her back on the attack for a while. Cook had it deflected, but Cron did a nice job to keep it alive. Cruz, back row, Lyons, dives, finds a teammate. Cook blocked, and Huntington all the way back, 20-20.
Ties things up. This defense comes through, and with Cron at the service line, they're looking to take the lead.
Leah Carter with another block. She's got 4 tonight. Right side shot, that time falls in for Avery Toole. She got the set started, and she puts her team up 21-20 here.
That's why the Knights are ranked number 15 in the nation. They don't blink at the momentum swing, and they take the lead right back.
Cook off the top of the tape, a little dicey there for Cron. Cruz again rises up and ties her team back up at 21.
Wouldn't it be something if HU is able to pick up a sweep right here of the number 15 ranked Marian Knights? They got 4 points to go as we are tied here in set number 3.
Meyer nearly collects an ace. It's a tip shot pushed over. And Trevin Terry's down, hopefully okay, but it looks like Marian maybe got into the net, or did Terry step on the foot? She did. And that is an extremely easy way to twist an ankle. You saw Wilkinson there come under the net, and Terry's foot went on top of her. If you watch a lot of like basketball, a lot of times that's how people will twist their ankles, stepping on someone else's foot like that.
She was slow to get up, but looks like she's going to stay in the game right here.
What you hate to see, that's a nagging injury that can last a long time, so we hope Terry's okay. Of course, nothing Marian could do about it, just going for the attack. Dryden, soft to the back row. Cron, Ross, Cruz to go up 2, not yet. Set up Dryden. It looks like that might have been blocked, but they'll say no as Dryden goes too strong. Take a good look here. Guess not.
Yeah, went through the hands.
23-21, Foresters up 2. We'll take our final break of the night potentially and see if Huntington's got a sweep in store.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Huntington looked completely out of this third set for some time, but now they find themselves 2 points away from sweeping number 15, the Marian Knights, here at home. Zimmerman receives from Meyer. Right side swing Toole. She's really been the answer for the Knights on the attack here in set number 3.
Yeah, she has come up big in some crucial spots right there. Number 17, Toole, picks up her 4th kill of the match.
23-22, HU. Lions, the libero. Ross sets up Robrock, who's blocked at the net. That time Bennett got in defensively, and we're tied back up 23-all.
What a match this has been so far, and what a set this has been. Tied up 23-23.
Lions, Meyer, Ross, left side, Cruz off the blocks and out of play. Huntington 1 point away.
So close, and what a comeback this would be if HU is able to close it out right here. Pick up a sweep as the Forster faithful are going to get on their feet here for the potential last point of the match.
Kennedy Urban will have the service. Soft to the middle of the rotation. Dryden trying to keep it alive. It's a tip shot. Urban got to it. Meyer the second one. Cruz forces a free ball over. Lions. Luddle, push shot Toole. Now Huntington's chance to attack. Meyer goes to Cruz to put it away, and she does!
Haley Cruz delivers the game winner. And what a match for the Huntington Foresters as they sweep the Marian Knights and remain undefeated here at home.
They've been looking for that one big ranked win. They've had opportunities over the last week. They've been close, but finally they get over the top and they do it in dominant fashion. 3-0. They move to 3-2 in the Crossroads League. And if you look down at the end of the season, what the standings might look like, this is one you could come back to here in Platte Arena tonight.
Yeah, this is a win that you're going to want to circle here for the Huntington Foresters. As you mentioned, so elusive, that first ranked win, but they got it here tonight, and they got it in dominant fashion. The one knock on the Foresters this season has been the competition that they have played, and they have not played super well. They've had some close matches against some ranked teams and some better teams, but not able to get that first win. They were dominant here tonight. That's something that the voters of the NAIA are certainly going to look at.
The top 2 players on the Foresters get it done again tonight. 2 players in double digit as far as the kill category. That's Haley Cruz with 10 with her last one, and Maggie Holland adding 10 as well. And we will have Coach Kelsey Herbert join us. Hopefully that works. The third headset, we'll see. I'm assuming you still can't hear me.
I cannot. I'm so sorry.
You just want to throw Brady's headset on. It might be a little easier. I just want to make sure. I'm sorry, Brady. Okay.
We didn't mean to vote you off the island. I'm so sorry.
Brady's been talking all night.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Okay.
Let me have a moment, would you?
So, excellent win for you guys.
Thank
you guys
you.
have kind of been looking for that ranked win. I know
Yes.
it doesn't mean everything, but it means something. And you guys have been so close against that Marian team. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. You're up 2-0 there and lost 3 straight. You start almost feeling that there in the third set, but your team responds again and again in these long rallies and come away with it tonight. What can you say about that performance?
I am incredibly proud of our execution. I said, as you're playing this match, you know, not everybody in the gym knows the game plan, but we do. I said, and I see that we're intentionally executing what we knew it would take to beat them. And our theme so far this week, after our last tough week of 2 losses, I said our theme is finishing. So we are going to train it. We are going to have strategy behind it. And we're going to make sure our mentality is where it needs to be, that we finish sets that are tight, because in this conference, there's no easy match. And so the best teams, how they set themselves apart is being able to finish the tight set at the end. I could not be more proud of how these girls demonstrated that, executed that, and grew this week.
Maggie Holland, just a freshman out of Warsaw, and man, she's off to a dynamite start to her career. Now 4 straight matches with 10+ kills. 10 again tonight. Career high last time out. What can you say about her, and what have you seen her already this year grow at and get better at?
Yes. So she has a cannon of an arm. I love how high of a reach she has, because it gives her all these opportunities to work different shots. She can scan the floor, see the open spot, put it there. What we've been really working on her with is all the other aspects of the game. Like, yes, you're in there to hit and get kills, and we want that from you. However, we need off-blocker defense. We need blocking. We need passing. You know, we need all the other pieces, and I've talked with her before. You are a good player, Maggie. I want you to be great. And so she's been working her butt off, and I'm really proud of her.
You guys have a tough competition coming into town this weekend, of course, but you always look for those opportunities. Best team in the conference, IWU, coming into town. What do you expect out of that match, and how can you guys come away with a big upset on Saturday?
Absolutely. I think it's executing exactly what we did tonight. Finishing. And also expecting a battle. Expect a good team to make it tough to finish. You know, sometimes you want to pull away and have this 5-point cushion lead. Against great teams, you might not get that, but that's where you have to battle every point and work on the finishing aspect. This is the most competitive group I've ever coached. I think they're ready for the Wildcats on Saturday.
All right, we'll see you then, and congrats. I believe still undefeated here in Platte Arena.
Yes, I like that.
Rolling.
Yes,
all right, well,
it's you guys.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll see you on Saturday,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Congrats. Brady, get back on the headset here. Huntington moves to 3-2 now in the conference. Phenomenal win, and honestly probably one of the best in the entire tenure of Coach Kelsey Herbert. Everyone brought their A game tonight, I thought.
And it was fantastic to watch. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Coach Kelsey Herbert's energy that we got to see right here in front of us here tonight. She was bringing the energy the entire night, firing up her team, and yeah, picking up that first ranked win of the season. It was pretty elusive to start the year, but they get it here tonight. Remain undefeated, 9-0 at Platte Arena. What an accomplishment and what a season it has been so far. Big time match coming up. Number 7 ranked Indiana Wesleyan coming to Platte Arena. That should be a good one.
I want to say thank you so much to our entire crew tonight. Jonathan Peters, the team leader, the producer, was Jonathan Peters tonight. I believe I was hearing Emmy Malone on my headset. I could be wrong. Amanda Harrington, director. William Garcia Litwiller was on audio tonight. Brady Gallo, of course, next to me. Mia Harrison, Rachel Ostorino, hope that's right, Elena Marino, and Lana Cantu. Bryce Garrett, of course, on our in-camera. Those are all students here at Huntington University doing phenomenal work, and you can see more of it on Saturday. We'll be back here for 2 broadcasts. Volleyball at 1, soccer later in the evening for Preston Husband, the rest of our phenomenal FDN Sports crew. We'll talk to you all next time.